everybody, it's Paige, and today's video is going to be an assumptions video. I have filmed one or two of these on my channel in the past. I will see if I can find them and link them down below. If not, I'm sure you could just search Paige Koren assumptions and the videos would come up. But I asked you guys on my Instagram a couple of weeks ago what your assumptions were about me, so we're gonna go through them today. I already kind of glimpsed, and there's some very interesting ones, so if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, I will have it linked down below. My username is Miss Paige Koren, just like most of my other social medias. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy, and let's go ahead and get started. Just in case you guys were curious, I did want to mention what I have on my lips and my eyes today. On my eyes, I have the Cloud Spun palette from ColourPop. I do believe this is the first time that I've used it, and oh my gosh, I love it so much. I think that my eyeshadow turned out so cute, so pink. We have a lot of pink going on today, pink vibes. We love it. So I just used a couple of the mattes from this palette along with a shimmer and the pressed glitter, which is like the most beautiful part of the entire eye look in my opinion. So yes, I have the Cloud Spun palette on my eyes. And for my lips, I'm wearing this gloss from Buxom. This is a part of their summer collection, and it's in the shade Dolly Daiquiri. My sweatshirt is Nike. I ordered it off of the Nordstrom website, and my necklace is the Julia chain. So I will have things linked down below in case you guys are interested in checking out those products that I just mentioned. But let's go ahead and dive into the assumptions. So I'm just browsing over the assumptions looking for one to start with, and the first like 8 are all about me being a shy person, so we'll just go ahead and start with that. So this one, for example, says you are shy around people you don't know but outgoing on YouTube and socials. I would say that this is like half true. I used to be extremely shy, like deathly shy. I could not talk to anybody that I didn't know. I was afraid to order at the drive-thru because I was just like afraid to talk to someone that I didn't know. I know that's like kind of extreme, but just being honest, that's how I used to be. I still am very shy overall. I get very nervous when I talk to people and in social situations, which I think is like part of what makes me such a shy person. So in real life, I'm definitely way more shy than I am online. Like, it's very hard for me to keep a conversation going with someone that I don't know, just because the whole time I'm thinking about like what I can think about or what I can talk about to prevent awkward silences, but then I'm like partially listening to what people are saying to me, or I just kind of get lost in my own thoughts. So yes, I would say I am definitely shy. I've gotten a lot better over the last few years. YouTube actually has helped me so much as far as like being shy. It's helped me like break out of my shell so much. It's crazy to like look back at how I like used to be, but I still definitely am a shy person in real life, and it's a lot easier for me to film videos and stuff because I am by myself. So if I mess up, it's fine. I can like restart, just kind of, you know, I don't have the pressure of like needing to answer somebody like right away. I don't know, I just actually now I'm like getting nervous thinking about being in a social situation where I would be nervous. So I'm just gonna stop talking. I was trying to say I'm just gonna stop talking, but then I was also thinking like, oh, I'm rambling, so talkling is what came out of my mouth. So yes, to answer your assumption, you are correct. I definitely am way more shy in person than I am online. Once I get to know you, like, I'm okay. Like, I feel like I'm a lot more like I am in my videos and whatnot, but in the beginning with people that I don't know, very shy. There are also quite a few assumptions regarding marriage and proposals, and they're actually varying. So this one here says you don't plan on getting married anytime soon. I would say that that is true. I don't think it's gonna happen like anytime soon, like within the next year or two. I don't think, who knows, you never know what's gonna happen, but I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon. A lot of the other assumptions are you want Jarvis to propose, you're ready for Jarvis to pop the question, and I think that we're in a good spot right now. Like, we're both very happy, and I don't feel like there's any need to like rush into that. So again, like, I'm not like waiting. I mean, I am waiting for it to happen, but I'm not like checking my watch every day, like, oh, is it gonna happen today? Like, no, not that at all. But I'm sure whatever happens is gonna be great whenever it does happen. I'm just gonna kind of go with the flow, and yeah. Oh, okay, this next one says that you come from a rich family and never had to have a job other than YouTube. Then they said nothing wrong with that. I would actually say this assumption is false. I am extremely lucky and fortunate, and like, I am just so grateful and thankful for the life that I have had and the family that I have. But I definitely have had jobs in the past. I started working when I was 16. I've actually had several jobs. I worked at Justice. That was my first job ever. And then I moved on to TJ Maxx. So I started in the retail realm. I loved TJ Maxx. That was like one of my favorite jobs. Actually, that was my favorite job I ever had besides YouTube. Then I had, what did I do next? I think I was a resident assistant next. I worked at the University of North Florida. I was a resident assistant, so basically it's an RA is another name for it, but basically I had to like be on call and like deal with like lockouts, noise complaints. I did bulletin boards and advertised like events around the school. We also held events and helped organize them. It was a very, very, very time-consuming job, but that was also very like rewarding, and I definitely learned a lot from that job. So I did that, and then after that I worked at a restaurant as a host, and I did that for quite a while, maybe like almost a year, and that was like, whew, that was like a physically exhausting job. I would work pretty long hours and just be on my feet all day. I would seat people, I would take reservations, I would bus tables, clean them, reset them. So yeah, very like all over the place kind of job, but it was definitely another good job. I liked that one as well. And then I started nursing school, and I was lucky enough to not have to work in nursing school, but I also did live with my parents still, and during nursing school is actually when my YouTube channel took off and it became my current job, and I started making, you know, a very decent living off of it. So that's where I am now, and I am so happy to be doing my dream job every single day. I love it so, so much. So I definitely have a work history, but I also am very lucky and fortunate to have been in the situations that I have been in the past. Oh, Corey said that you're an amazing friend. Thank you so much. You are too kind. Ooh, you want to color your hair pink. So I actually have had my hair pink like briefly. There's some videos up on YouTube. I probably don't recommend watching them because they were from a while ago and I haven't seen them in forever. They're probably cringy, but I dyed my hair pink at home with like a semi-permanent or like temporary hair dye, and it was pink for like a few weeks. I wouldn't be opposed to having pink hair again, but not like permanently, I don't think. But I wouldn't mind doing it for like fun, you know. I don't know, I would like to switch it up. The next one is that you miss living at home, and I definitely do miss living with my parents sometimes, because I had no like negative feeling about living at home with my parents. I actually loved living at home with my parents, but at the same time I love living in our apartment with my boyfriend, and I wouldn't change that. So although I do miss it sometimes, I definitely wouldn't change like my living situation now. The next assumption is that I don't want kids, and this is another false assumption, like very, very, very false. I definitely want to have kids. Not like in the near future, but in the future I definitely would like to have kids, maybe like 2 kids. I would love to have 2 kids. My like dream since I was like little has been to be a stay-at-home mom. So yeah, that's like, it's like when I was asked like, what do you want to be when you grow up, I would say stay-at-home mom, because like my mom was a stay-at-home mom. Well, she did a lot of like self-employment ventures. She had her own candle business, she was an antique dealer, she did lots of stuff like that, but like for the most part, like she was at home all the time. And I definitely want to be able to do that, so hopefully I can do that in the future. But yes, I definitely do want kids in the future. Another assumption that I haven't had a normal job. But yes, I have, as I stated before. Lots of, you are a homebody, you aren't in a rush to get married. A lot of these assumptions are the same. It's very interesting. Ooh, this one says that you get a lot of hate for not being an RN. I wouldn't say that I get a lot of hate for not being an RN. If you didn't know, I went to nursing school and I graduated, and during nursing school, like before my YouTube channel ever, you know, was a possibility for being my full-time job, I knew that it was not for me. It just wasn't for me. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Just the experiences that I had and everything, I knew that I didn't want to be a nurse, but I wanted to stick with it just in case I changed my mind. I was already like so far into nursing school, and that had been my plan for so long that I decided to stick with it. I graduated and never even took my license exam or anything like that, because I know personally that being a nurse is just not what I'm meant to do. So luckily I had amazing parents that were willing to support me making that decision, and I do get a lot of criticism, I feel like, for not following through with that. And a lot of people say like, you know, YouTube isn't a reliable job, I'm making a mistake, I'm gonna regret not, you know, going right into nursing. But I don't think that I am going to regret that. I don't regret it currently, and although YouTube is a riskier job, I mean, there's no guarantee with any job. And this is my dream job, so I'm gonna live it out as long as I can. So yeah, I feel like a lot of people have opinions on that, and they, you know, tell them to me, but I wouldn't say I get hate for it. I just think people think I'm making the wrong decision, or that I made the wrong decision, which is fine for them to think that, but ultimately it is my decision to make. So yes, I'm very happy with my career choices so far. This next question says that you don't like beer, you're more of a seltzer wine person, and this is definitely a false assumption. There's actually a lot of assumptions again about like, you don't party, you don't drink, you don't smoke, things like that. And I'm not gonna say that I don't drink, but I very rarely do, and if I do, it's like socially. But I am a very picky eater, and I also am very picky when it comes to beverages, and I cannot drink wine, any kind of wine. I've never found one that I like. Red, white, whatever. Can't do it. Rosé, no. I can't do champagne either. Seltzer, I have tried a few seltzers, and I would say like it's okay, but like I'm just not too much of a fan. Also beer, I don't really like too many beers. I would say if I'm going to drink something, I'm gonna drink an Angry Orchard. That's like my favorite drink. Like, that's pretty much the only thing I will drink. I will drink like one beer, one or two, but like I'm just not into it really. And I like Angry Orchard because it's very sweet, and it's probably like not everyone's choice, but that's what I found that I like. So if I drink anything, that's what I will drink. Ooh, we have an assumption here. It says you don't swear on camera, but when you're with friends and family, you do sometimes. So this is an interesting assumption, and it's actually false. I do not say bad words, like, ever. I feel, not that I'm like, you know, against them, or if people say them around me, it doesn't make me uncomfortable. Like, it's not anything like that. I just like feel like it doesn't come out naturally, like if I were to. So I just don't do it, and I don't do it in my videos because I do like my content to be as family friendly as possible. I get so happy when people comment and tell me that, you know, they love the fact that they're able to watch my videos with their kids and things like that. So I like definitely try to stay as family friendly as possible in my online content, but like in general. But in person, I also like don't say bad words. It's so funny, like, you know, my friends will be like, oh, come on, like, just say it once. Like, Allie always, Allie is one to, like, try to get me to say something, but, like, I just, like, I don't. Not even, like, with Jarvis, like, you know, he says bad words, but it doesn't bother me at all. I just, like, I can't do it. I don't know why. It's just, like, a thing that I've kind of always been like that. Oh, we have an assumption here that says you want to grow your platform, but you don't like lots of attention. Hashtag double-edged sword. I would say that it is a bit of a double-edged sword because I would love to grow my channel. You know, obviously growth is a sign of success, and it makes me happy when other people enjoy my content, and it, you know, it is rewarding to see like your channel grow or your TikTok grow or whatever it is grow. But with that does come more attention, which means more hate, more like, you know, criticism, and you're under like a lot more eyes. So there is a lot of pressure there to not like make a mistake. So there is definitely a double-edged sword there, but I've kind of, you know, learned to just like let the hate go. It doesn't really bother me anymore. I would say at the beginning it definitely bothered me a lot more, but it truly, like, there's every once in a while I'll see something and I'm like whatever. But most of the time I just like, I read it and I just keep scrolling. So definitely I would say it is a double-edged sword, but I think that the positive for growth outweighs the negative, at least for me. Right now, my opinion could definitely change on that, but that's how I feel now. That you don't like killing bugs. This is true, not necessarily because I'm like, you know, like, I don't want the bugs to die, but I am deathly afraid of bugs. Like, if I have a phobia, it's bugs. That's my greatest, like, everyday fear is bugs. Ladybugs, can't do it. Especially like roaches and, you know, even like flies, mosquitoes. I cannot do bugs. The only ones that I can personally kill are mosquitoes because I hate mosquitoes. They seem to just follow me around like it's nobody's business, and yeah, so I can definitely kill mosquitoes. Everything else I'm too afraid to, so that's, you know, that's Jarvis's job. So I don't like killing them, but not because like I don't want to kill them, it's because I'm afraid of them. You plan to be a YouTuber until you retire. I would love for that to be the case. That is the ideal situation. I don't know if that's gonna be the situation, but that's the plan. That's what I'm hoping for. So yeah. You are super sweet and always happy. Definitely not always happy. I try to be as happy as I can and like positive and like, you know, spread all of that on the internet, because I do believe there is way too much negativity and hate in the world, and I don't want to be spreading any of that. So I definitely show, you know, 99% positivity on my channel, but I'm just like everybody else. Things make me sad, things make me mad, I get upset, but I do try my best, my very best, to remain as positive as possible. The next assumption is that you'll never live anywhere other than Jacksonville. I don't know that this is true. I would say it's not true. I don't have any plans on leaving Jacksonville unless my family moved away from Jacksonville. Then I would definitely move away from Jacksonville. I love living here, but like my priority would be being close to where my parents and my family live. So if they're here, I'm gonna be here. If they decide to move somewhere else, then I would deeply consider moving closer if it wasn't like nearby. So I think that's gonna be it for the assumptions. I think I covered most of them. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I know it was kind of random, but if you did, please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram. All of my social medias will be linked down below. And yeah, I love you all so much. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.